Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Professionally Informed Sportscast. I am
This is
Swag.
episode 12.
Shut the fuck up.
It's your boy Slash and Gash with Big Booty, Huge Swag Banana.
I'm not going to say anything.
You just did. With Chris Breezy himself.
We can't see you.
That's fine too.
We can't see you.
That's part of the reason why
can't
people
see
tune in, because they can't see me.
And the Mac Jones lover himself, Ant the God.
Yes, sir.
How are you gentlemen today? Chaz, how's your ass? I mean, the injury report.
Yeah, health update. Let's get moving.
Things have been better. It's easier to get up than sit down nowadays. But it's getting better slowly but surely. But I'm working through it. Everything's okay.
What have you been doing to work through it? Do you have any type of
squats,
rehabilitation exercises that you do?
I've been avoiding the steps at all costs.
Do you have like
that works.
You have like a little inner tube that you sit on when you're driving in the car?
I have a little pillow I sit on.
Oh, sure.
So it's a very nice pillow. They tried to take my pillow away last week, and I was very sad.
To move it while he was trying to sit down.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do, is touch your ass pillow.
Damn straight.
And they were touching all up on that ass pillow. Today is Monday, August 15th at 11:01 p.m. How are we doing tonight? At night.
Taking out trash.
That's a SpongeBob reference, Chris.
All right.
All right. But anyways, it is a slow news week again for the NBA. The only thing we really have to talk about are the Christmas games getting leaked. We have Golden State Warriors at Memphis Grizzlies, Dallas Mavericks at Los Angeles Lakers. Yes, that was literally hours ago. Denver Nuggets versus Phoenix Suns. New York Knicks versus 76ers. And the Boston Celtics versus the Milwaukee Bucks. How do we feel about the Christmas lineup, gentlemen, since it's kind of one of the many highlights of the NBA season?
Let's go
I think
Knicks.
the Grizzlies are going to beat the Warriors.
Think Bucks are beating the Celtics?
I think the Grizzlies are going to be a very big player this year.
You know, this is going to be Giannis' breakout year, I'm telling you. Giannis' breakout year.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Two-time MVP Giannis is finally going to break out this year.
Break it out. He's going to do it.
It's about time. I don't know what the guy's been waiting for.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been holding himself back. This is his year.
Yeah. He hasn't been popping the threes.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got to hit our threes, man.
Yeah.
You asked for our opinions on the Christmas schedule. I voiced one in the pregame, and that's the fact that there's only three teams in the East that anybody wants to watch, and that's Boston, Milwaukee, and Philadelphia. And
don't forget the New York Knicks.
Let's get it!
I didn't forget the New York Knicks. There are three teams in the East that anybody wants to watch. Two of them get to play each other, and that is Boston and Milwaukee. And the Sixers lost, so they get to play the New York Knicks.
Let's go, Knicks.
I guess, you can watch the first half and then you're already drowsy from that big Christmas meal and you just go to sleep anyway, because by halftime the Sixers will be up by 30 and half of the I'm sure it'll be in Madison Square Garden, right?
Probably.
For sure.
Man.
Yeah. Sure. Well, yeah, the crowd will be gone by halftime. Spike Lee will be gone after the first quarter.
I mean, they got the Lakers, they got LeBron's team, that's a given. They got the former champion, nor the current champions, actually, the Golden State Warriors.
Who are the Lakers playing?
Lakers are playing the Dallas Mavericks.
So you glossed over Luka.
Yeah, you just glossed over.
Wow.
Well, you have to get LeBron's team in there.
The Mavericks are gonna win that game, so.
Yeah, they are actually.
Probably.
We don't know who is even going to be on the Lakers at that point.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Other than LeBron, we know he'll be there.
LeBron and
Russell Westbrook
and we all know Anthony Davis is going to be injured. So
yeah,
right.
LeBron might be hurt too.
Yeah, literally. They were
might be
Kendrick Nunn and Austin Reeves
and Scottie Pippen Jr.
What about Denver Nuggets versus Phoenix Suns? The MVP of the league, Jokic, going
versus
against
the cover athlete.
Versus the 98 overall Devin Booker.
98? I thought he was 99.
No, they bumped him down one.
Oh, well, thank God. Probably from listening to our podcast, we talked some sense into him. I mean, honestly, dude. They were ready to go with that. They were like printing ship on that, and then they were like, wait a minute.
It's like he's a good player, fucking overrated.
Do you think it was his breakup with Ms. Jenner that dropped him to a 98 instead of 99?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
sucked off Ronnie 2K.
Do you know who Ronnie 2K is?
No.
Who's Ronnie 2K,
He's
Brandon?
like one of the developers for fucking 2K.
Oh,
He
okay.
like makes the overalls and shit.
Oh, all right.
I think.
He's a big thing on Twitter. So
Oh, well, that's cool.
And
I hear the
I'm,
Kardashian and Jenner chicks are big on Twitter also.
What do we think about Boston versus Milwaukee?
That's gonna be a good game.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be-
It's gonna be
breakout
the
game.
best game. I don't know. It's gonna be between that or the Grizzlies Warriors.
I think the Grizzlies and Warriors gonna have the best game.
No, I would agree on the Grizzlies Warriors. I just don't know where, because seems like Milwaukee, they get a little sleepy midway through the season, and I don't know. I could see them just getting lazy that
Getting
game.
worked.
But anyway, no,
Clapped.
the most exciting game would easily be the
The Grizzlies.
Golden
Because
State
Ja gonna be
Grizzly
hitting the green
game.
on him, you know.
Yeah.
Clay's
After he
gonna
dunks it
drop
on-
12 points.
After he dunks it on Draymond.
Draymond's gonna drop 2, get fouled out. Curry's gonna drop 50.
That'll be the greatest thing about the Grizzlies Golden State game is that no matter who plays well or not, Draymond will somehow make it all about him.
Literally.
Draymond is the gift that
Draymond's
keeps
gonna
on
lock
giving.
Jaren
That's
Jackson
the
down
Christmas
to
miracle
40.
right there.
What you think? I don't know. I feel like the Grizzlies are gonna be pretty. I don't know if they're gonna be like in the championship picture, but they're gonna be a pretty big deal in the West.
Well, they were in the championship picture this last season.
Really?
They were close.
They were
Yeah.
close to the picture. They were looking at it.
Yeah,
They weren't in it. They weren't in it. They were looking
they
at
were
it.
looking at it.
But I think they're gonna. I think
I
they're
don't know
gonna
if
be a
adding
championship.
Danny Green really helped their chances, but
They're
I feel like
just,
they
they're
would've
just
better
one
off
of the
with
teams
D'Anthony
that
Melton,
instead
but
of
that's just
rebuilding,
me.
they reload. So they're just
you didn't
reloading
reload with
everything.
Danny fucking Green. You also kept fucking.
I'd rather have
D'Anthony
Joe
Melton.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Danny Green.
Thanks, bro.
And that's not me trying to diss Joe Johnson. I love Joe Johnson, but
We all love
He's
Joe
still,
Johnson.
Danny
he's still
Green
top
just-
10 of like leading scorers in the league. He's still in the fucking league. That man has not retired.
No, we wish you a long career, Joe Johnson. But those were the NBA Christmas games. They should be pleasant to watch, except for the Knicks game.
well,
This is
speaking
gonna be
of
a
old
monster.
guys like Joe Johnson, instead, what about a breakout star for the NBA this year?
Yeah,
Do
from
you have
old
any?
to
Do
young.
you have any? Who do you think is somebody that maybe isn't a top pick or wasn't a hot rookie last year? Maybe a comeback player of the year type guy. Who's the breakout star, Chaz, for the NBA in the 2023 season?
Jaren Jackson.
Speaking of the Grizz.
The Grizzlies.
Yes. He was a top 5 overall pick 2 years ago, something like that. He's a great defensive player. I just
Definitely
believe
wasn't 2 years ago.
3-4 years ago.
I would say he's probably entering his 4th year. Does that sound right?
That's on, yeah.
Yeah, he's already a good player to begin with. I just think he's going to have a breakout year this year.
Why do you feel like he's going to have a breakout year, Chaz?
I just feel like he is going to have a breakout year, Brandon.
Feeling.
It's just a
Already
feeling.
pretty good
Just
player.
Feeling his
going with a
bones.
hunch.
He's like, I got a hunch, so I got to pick the second best player of the Grizzlies.
Don't go to Vegas.
Like I said, it's gonna be Giannis. Breakout player. Must be. It's
Yeah.
gotta be, right?
Right, finally.
Yeah. Okay.
Chris, who is your breakout player for the NBA?
Patrick Williams.
Hey, Chi-Town, baby.
That's right. No, I mean, the guy, he had a decent rookie season, and then he got hurt, and he only played 17 games last year, but he started all 5 games of the playoffs for the Knicks. He's like 6'8", 230-something, can guard at least 4, maybe 5 positions, and
He was a pretty raw prospect when they drafted him. too.
yeah, but he came on once he returned last year.
Raw!
He looked great in the playoffs, and they've got a young team that likes to run. Well, for the most part, young. I mean, if you still think that Lonzo's any good, Caruso could be healthy. They have a fairly exciting team. He just kind of reminds me of Bobby Portis without the crazy. Just
injured people.
long and versatile, but he can keep his eyes in his sockets even when he's excited. I'm going with Patrick Williams. Might not be a jersey sold in the Knicks gift shop, but Maybe by the end of the season he will be.
He's okay.
I mean, Bulls. What I say?
I say
Knicks.
you've been hating on the Knicks
Yeah,
so
Bulls.
bad today.
Yeah, probably not at the
Hey.
Knicks. What I say? The Knicks. Yeah, the Bulls. I meant the Bulls get shot, but yeah, he's not one of their top 3 names. He's not a Levine,
Levine.
but I say he breaks out this year and maybe even a sneaky All-Star pick. Said it here.
And who's your...
I'm going with RJ because he's steadily improved every season. Started averaging 14 first season, 17 second, and then 20 is third. So obviously he's got to go up, I hope.
Are you actually saying RJ Barrett?
Yes, I am actually saying RJ Barrett.
Is he going to break out for the Utah Jazz when they finally
When they
make
get
this
Donovan Mitchell?
Donovan Mitchell deal?
Yes, he will.
Him and Obi Toppin are going to be the next
Yep.
two-headed
Yep.
monster for the Jazz.
Yep, it's going to be them. RJ for the win. Let's go Knicks.
Yeah. Well, isn't RJ untouchable in that trade?
Yes. He's the only one on the team who's untouchable.
Oh, word. Okay, I gotta go make a little pit stop real quick. Brandon, who is your breakout star of the year? Yeah, I gotta
Okay,
go
so
pit
there are
stop.
only like a handful of people in the 2020 draft I was really high on, besides Tyrese Halliburton. The 11th pick, Devin Vassell. So, you know, they just traded fucking DeJounte Murray to the bum-ass Hawks. So Devin Vassell in his rookie averaged 5 points, about 5.5, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And then in his sophomore year, he averaged 12, 4, and 2 assists, like 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And then man's upped his field goal percentage and his 3-point percentage. I expect a higher volume. He's going to be a 20-point per game scorer this year.
At least he's not blowing anybody's back out like
Yeah.
DeJounte.
Well, yes. That's
Yeah.
only been an elite few in the league that would even sign up for blowing another man's back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But,
Dwight Howard.
No, but you
DeJounte Murray.
mentioned Tyrese Halliburton. I think Tyrese Maxey could have a pretty
Yeah,
good season
that's
because
another
he's
good
probably going to have to carry a lot more of a load for the Sixers because it looks like they're going to stick with Harden. So he's going to be more of just a catch and shoot guy, and any kind of slashing or dirty work on defense or rebounding at the 2 or 3 positions is going to be left to Maxey if they're going to do anything. So I'm sorry, Chaz. What were you saying?
He was my second option.
Who, Maxey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Halliburton was
But
my
yeah,
second.
Vassell on the fucking Spurs, like outside of like Keldon Johnson and maybe Jeremy, what is it, Sohan, might do something. But Vassell is probably going to be their quote unquote star.
By
Just like default.
by default, indeed.
Yeah.
So you said Maxey would have been your number 2. Who was your
Yes.
number 1 again?
Jaron Jackson.
Oh,
The
Jaren
second best
Jackson.
player.
Yeah, no argument.
I
No argument
almost
with
said
that. I
Tyrese
mean,
Halliburton, though, just 'cause I
yeah,
love Tyrese
you're
Halliburton.
kind of picking from the top shelf there, but we'll
Yeah.
allow it.
I went more like,
Like breakout, like oh that guy.
let's say I don't know.
I felt like
I don't
somebody
know
else
if Jaron
was,
Jackson Jr.
I felt like
was
somebody
gonna
else
break out.
was gonna say Maxey, so I was like, okay, let's go Jaron.
I thought about saying Kyle Kuzma, but then I'd have to admit to paying
Kyle.
attention to
So
a summer league game.
Pro-Am game.
Pro-Am, yeah, he went off
Pro-Am.
the other night. Yeah.
67 points.
Oh,
Kyle
yeah.
Kuzma. Legend
Hold on,
indeed.
hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. Jaron Jackson Jr., right?
Okay.
Let me see if he's really breakout worthy.
Okay. Take some
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I can.
Well,
agree.
what? No. Well, what were you looking at?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
What are you
his
looking at?
Stats.
Yeah. Say it.
Hold on.
Tell us
I'm
his
trying to
stats.
find his fucking points per game. Yeah, last year he had 16 points per game on 31% field or 3-point percentage, 41.5 from the field goal. So yeah, I could see him. breaking out.
See it. I do.
Like
I'm
maybe-
informed
maybe
on my
20.
opinion. I'm informed on my
Yeah,
No,
opinion.
he can
just
break
went on
out
a
to
hunch.
being the
I-
second best on the
I
Grizzlies.
had Devin Vassell stats pulled up.
Oh,
I
for
was
sure.
so confident in this dude. Then he's gonna get hurt and break my heart.
We love to hear it. Anyways, that's it for the NBA today. Stay tuned for our breakout NFL.
Sorry, Kevin Durant.
Do you
Yeah,
want to
you
keep? What do
did
you want to keep?
nothing.
Do you want to keep on talking about
Nah,
the same thing?
we're already in the baseball minute.
No, we're not in the
Yes,
baseball
we
minute
are
yet.
actually. It's in between.
No.
Has the clock
no.
already started? Oh
No,
my
it
God.
has not.
He's talking 3
No.
minutes.
That's it for the NBA today.
Dead.
Okay, we are back. Chris has 1 minute to talk about baseball. Are you ready? No, you're not. 3, 2, 1, go.
Break out your parka and your earmuffs, baseball fans, as Major League Baseball has released their postseason schedule, which could see most of the World Series being played in November. I only have 1 minute to talk about baseball because you guys have already determined that that's all it's worth. And now they're going to try to stretch their season out into November. Dude, good luck getting TV ratings, baseball. NFL will be in week 9. The NBA will be in full swing. Who's going to want to watch baseball in November, dude? There'll be snow on the field. It's ridiculous. They want to make their game more hip, yet they're going to play from March until November, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, by then, the NHL will be in full...
Copyright!
No, it wasn't.
It would be copyright.
It's got to be a certain amount of time. It's got to be a certain amount of time.
You looked it up, actually?
No.
No, he didn't.
So you're saying I should just wing it? I mean, like, we're not making any money for this to begin with. So...
That was perfect. I wanted to be cut off when I was talking about the NHL because we never talk about them.
Yeah.
So that was great.
No, we need to dedicate a whole 30 seconds of them.
Yeah, a whole 30 seconds.
Then I'd have to learn how to say
That's too much. That has been your baseball. We'll be back with the NFL.
All right, so week 1 of the preseason, pretty sure it's concluded. We're moving on to week 2, but we're going to see how our teams did, and sadly, my team lost to the Giants. Gotta hate the Giants. Anyway, Thornton, I think, put on the best performance, even though he wasn't in that long. Hoyer the Destroyer threw a touchdown to Thornton. That was great. Our rookie running back scored, and Bailey Zappi still sucks. He was bad in training
You
camp.
just drafted him.
He sucked in training camp, but he did.
Okay.
I think he set a record in college for passing
Bring this
touchdowns.
up from last week when we were talking about O-lines. How'd your O-line, dude?
Cole Strange, he was on the field. He was on the field.
on
He
the
was
field.
present.
He was present. That's
He was
all.
there. Holy
Nah,
shit.
so there was a highlight going around of a screenplay where apparently Cole Strange did anything. He was nowhere near it. He came in at the end when the running back was getting tackled.
Oh, word.
It's number 65 who made a block.
That's definitely what you want. You want your first round guard to do
From Chattanooga.
from Chattanooga.
The GOAT. And I think it's Lil Jordan Humphrey, scored
That's
a
his actual
touchdown.
name?
I'm pretty sure that's his actual name. It's Lil Jordan Humphrey.
Oh,
He scored a touchdown.
L-I-L?
Yes.
So
You know,
probably not his
Lil
name.
Wayne? No, that is his name.
Lil Wayne is not his real name?
His real name's Lil. I'm telling you.
Lil.
Christian Wilkerson had 99 yards. Couldn't even get over the 100-yard mark. But we still lost.
Who the fuck is that?
Christian Wilkerson?
Who's that?
He went off against your favorite team, the Jaguars, last year.
Is he a receiver?
He's a wide receiver.
I'm sorry, Ant. I don't get in the habit of watching New England preseason games. So did Mac Jones not play at all?
No, none of our starters really played.
It will be nice.
'Cause-
Mine fucking did.
Because we want to rest ours. Hopefully they'll play week 2, though. I want to see Mac Jones.
Yeah. As he looks directly at me. Okay.
Hey, your quarterback isn't playing for a while, so you can wait.
We'll talk about that. Brandon, how'd your Colts do?
We lost to Buffalo. We ran our
Shocker.
starters out there like Matt Ryan played. We did not look as good as we should have. But we still got a couple weeks to break them in. Nick Cross, the rookie safety out of Maryland, who looks very good in his first official start. Just got attacked by everyone. Jonathan
They
Taylor
literally
did not.
fell on him.
Jonathan Taylor did not play, but Sam Ellinger looked like a future NFL star against the third strings. Nick Foles is the GOAT, just saying. Big Dick Nick.
Didn't he fumble and throw an
He
interception?
He did.
He sure fucking
he was looking
did.
great, though. He was looking great.
But yeah, it wasn't anything too crazy. We took an L. But I
Well-
wanted to see a little bit more out of Alec Pierce. I hope.
But
Oh, and Andrew Ogletree caught a tutty.
We
No,
will.
Jelani Woods did.
We will.
2 tight ends. I fucking
somebody
fucked up the
did.
name.
But we will get back to the Colts because we have them later on in our topics list. My New York Jets somehow beat the Philadelphia Eagles with
Good on the
fucking
Jets.
Chris Streveler as.
Can't even pronounce his name.
I can't even pronounce it. They even pronounce Ian Eagle pronounce it perfectly, and
Why
I
didn't you
cannot
just
pronounce
play
it.
that back?
Yeah,
play it
let's
back.
just listen to the clip.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just do that. Okay, whatever. But
And his name's Iron Eagle, since we're pronouncing things properly.
Speaking of which, offensive line. Okay, continue.
yeah, we somehow beat the Philadelphia Eagles again. Once Chris talks about his Raiders, we're gonna go back to Mr. Zach Wilson, who decided to take a leap of faith in the middle of the game instead of running out of bounds. He injures himself
In a preseason game.
in a preseason game, week 1 of the preseason, no less. And but it's very torn on between what his injury actually is. He is getting it looked at right now
Almost
as we
as
speak.
torn as Chaz's ass.
But again, we will get back to that. But none of our rookies really played, or at least the ones that were drafted.
Didn't play all too well. It didn't do anything like.
Michael Clemens, the one rookie that did played really
like,
good.
Besides
Sack.
Woods catching that tutty, like nothing really happened.
Besides, true, but
So has he had the surgery already? I know he was playing.
No,
He
he's-
flew out today, I'm pretty sure.
he's getting it looked at right now, getting an official
As we speak.
because we'll get into that in a moment. Chris, how did
Any
your
rumor
Raiders?
that his nurse is a really hot MILF?
I
Oh,
sure
you said
hope
okay.
so.
Yeah.
So on to my Raiders. So everybody knows that they played Jacksonville. That was supposedly a big matchup.
Yeah, it's Brandon's favorite team, as we all know.
Right, sure. I mean, everybody loves Jacksonville. They're the lovable losers.
Duval!
But no, we pretty much learned nothing. You know, we had our number ones out there for as little as we possibly could, which is longer than I would have liked. I like the Sean McVay method of ain't no way I'm putting starters out there. Yeah, you know, a couple guys got some reps, but nobody stood out. We had quite the lead on Jacksonville in the first half, and then as we put our second and third string guys in, they made it close, but no, nothing stood out. You know, our special team still looks good. Offensive line still needs work, but I guess that's what this is all for. You know, get those guys a few reps, but
Get them in shape. Get
Yeah.
'em
Just in case
shape.
someone gets hurt. Like, 2 very important parts to the Jets, as far as I know. You know,
Yeah, like
Dude,
their
dude.
their
left
starting tackle and their
their
starting quarterback. You want to talk about that, Chaz? Huh? You want to tell us how it feels?
Are you done with the Raiders?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Again, nothing to really talk about in that game, but yeah, is losing Becton that big a deal now that there's no quarterback to protect?
So we have had the Jets have had quite the week.
Mike White season.
Earlier in the week, Mekhi Becton during a practice, completely tore his kneecap. So he's done for the year. He was playing right tackle. He moved over to right tackle so George Fant could play left tackle. George Fant had a pretty good season at left tackle last year. So we moved Mekhi Becton over to right tackle. So Mekhi Becton is fucked. He's no longer available. So what do the Jets do? We go and sign Dwayne Brown.
He's like
35.
35.
He's 37 actually. 37 actually.
How much are we paying him, Chaz?
Yeah, I
11
went to high
million.
school with that guy.
11 million per year
11
for
million for
2
Dwayne
years.
Brown.
For 2 years. For two.
Oh, you're expecting Becton to still be hurt. Okay, cool.
No, they
No,
had
no,
to give him
no,
the
we
2
may not.
years to get him to sign.
We may not get George Fant back. That's the thing.
So Fant goes back to right tackle, and then Brown goes to left.
Fant is back at right tackle,
Okay.
and Dwayne Brown just got in the building last night. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, Dwayne Brown actually did.
Go.
Yeah.
He actually did play well for Seattle the past 2 seasons. So we'll see what happened. I have no idea what we're going to get. But later on into Friday, so we play our week 1 of the preseason game, right? And then, as I said, Zach Wilson decides to jump in the middle of the field instead of running out of bounds or sliding. And apparently, during this entire process, we had no idea if he tore his ACL. The Jets are completely silent on that. We had doctors on Twitter saying, "Oh, he tore his ACL." We had fucking 49ers fans saying, "Oh, he tore his ACL. Looks like the Jets are trading for Jimmy Garoppolo." I had to sit in front of my fucking Twitter timeline for 4 hours talking about, "Oh, the Jets are going after Jimmy G. They're going to get him some Jimmy Jesus." I was like, "Shut the fuck up. We have Jimmy Garoppolo at home."
Hope that they fucking trade for him now.
No, we don't. We don't need Jimmy Garoppolo.
I'm
We have
trying.
him at home. It's Joe Flacco.
we?
That's right. Joe Flacco is the answer. No, I don't want to get too far into that because I know later.
No,
on,
I'm not saying Joe Flacco's the answer.
Oh,
I'm saying Joe Flacco is
We'll
Jimmy
talk about
Garoppolo
that.
at home.
I know. I would rather have Flacco right now, given your situation and how late it is in the preseason. If this were something, he wasn't recovering from an injury going into the preseason, but no, it's too late to bring Jimmy in. No, Flacco's fine. We'll talk about that in the backup quarterback conversation later.
So we get to him. So we get to the end of the game. Robert Saleh finally fucking says something. He says his ACL is supposed to be intact. It's all good. So his ACL is fine. It's
Or so we.
his. It's his. All we know, he has a confirmed bone bruise, and we're waiting to find out if his meniscus is fully torn or not. If it's not fully torn, he's going to miss 2 to 4 weeks. If it's fully torn, he's fucking done. Out for the year.
So either way, we're getting a Flacco revenge game against the Ravens week 1.
It sounds
indeed.
like we're
Indeed.
moving in the direction of a Flacco revenge game against the Ravens
sir.
week 1.
Which he will win, and then the whispers will start just like they did after 3 quarters of decent football out of Mike White last year.
Oh, all
Yes,
Mike
he
White
did.
had to do was play one game, and Jets was like, "Oh, is he your Tom Brady?" No, he's not your Tom fucking Brady. Leave him the fuck alone.
Tom Brady was our Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Well-known fact.
yeah, he was your Tom Brady.
Was
really
was
running
being the operative term. Now your Tom Brady is
Is Tampa Brady?
Tom Brady. That's right.
But we'll see how he is. Dwayne Brown just arrived in camp. The city skyline is on fire as we speak. It's not
They're on
looking
fire at the
good
Knicks play there.
for sure.
I think the most positive thing out of this whole injury to Becton and your starting quarterback is nobody's paying attention to the fact that you really don't run the ball all that well either. So
Yeah, and
That's-
he just drafted a running back.
yeah, because
We
that's
just
what I was,
drafted a running back to fix this problem.
I
What
know-
do you mean?
I know. Well,
Well,
that's
Line
It's going to be the
sucks, then it
scheme.
doesn't
You need a good
matter.
scheme for it, too.
right now. It's not going to matter. I mean, unless this is exactly what you need. Because now the young buck, they'll just feed him because he's cheap, and they have nothing to.
No, the whole thing is we got Mike LaFleur from San Francisco. Their whole scheme is running back by committee.
Sure.
We're not going to
But, like,
be.
your line is pretty bad, so
It's solid.
you just lost your starting left tackle inside a grandpa.
I still have under
They're
the impression
still
it's solid.
solid.
He said it's solid.
Elijah Vera Tucker, Lakin
solid.
He
Tomlinson.
said the Bengals are missing the
Listen,
playoffs, man.
Elijah Vera Tucker and Lakin Tomlinson and Connor McGovern are as good inside. It's the outside that I'm worried about now. Moving
like
Fant back to right
Sounds
tackle
like a lot
is
of
scary.
inside zones.
We'll see what happens.
Lot of
He's in a
half-back
contract year.
draws.
Maybe he'll ball out.
Back draws.
A lot of fullback dives.
Don't.
Sounds like a lot of inside runs with with some small running backs.
You don't
You know, we got a really
understand.
small running back for some reason.
Yeah, your dude's shorter than
No
you.
one gives a
He
shit.
is- he is
no
shorter
one
than
gives a
me.
shit. No one gives a shit about your small
Chaz,
running
we're
back.
about to whoop the Jets by 50 again.
I know you are.
Again.
I know you
Two
are.
times
Why do
in
you
a
think
row
I'm
last
like
year.
this?
We're going to add another 2 in a row this year.
Your mic is on orange. I don't know why. But
This shit's in his face, bro.
yeah, that's probably why it's orange. But no, that's too far. Okay. Oh, no, it's
So now,
just dangling.
what are we
down.
on to next?
It's just dangling. Okay, but yeah, the Jets, they're in shambles right now. Hopefully we can put
For
up
like
the fire.
20th year in a row.
10th year in a row. 10th year in a row.
Ever since Mark.
Yeah, ever since Mark, and then before Mark, it was in shambles.
Okay, on to a different, more positive situation. Trubisky, or Mitchell Trubisky, per se.
We know
And I'm
Trubisky.
We know
on.
You
Trubisky
spelled
is
his last
the
name
one.
wrong, though.
I don't give a
There's
shit.
not it's TRU.
Also,
not
the
TRI.
breakout that says looks like breakfast from where I'm sitting.
It does kind of look like
It
breakfast.
kind of does look like breakfast, but Chris can't see any of this. So
Just know when he spelled breakout, the way he wrote
okay,
it. looks like
Trubisky
breakfast.
and Pickett look solid.
I didn't pay
Look
too much
real-
attention to Trubisky. I saw that.
Pickett.
He only
Pickett
played one
Yeah.
drive.
And
then-
He scored. He threw 2 tutties.
No,
Uh,
Trubisky.
Oh, Trubisky. I thought you were
Pretty sure
talking
he's
about-
still-
Trubisky only
touchdown.
played one drive. Then they threw in Mason Rudolph, and
Oh
then
my
they threw
God!
in
I just
Pickett.
get so many messages about Mason Rudolph and how bad he is.
Yeah, he's been awful for years, bro.
Oh, that's funny. And no, because people were saying that he has a chance to be a starter, which is why I was getting sad messages.
Nah,
About
Trubisky
him
started.
sucking. Yeah, and then Pickett's the backup.
And then Pickett's the second coming of Jesus, apparently, to Steelers fans. So.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, it came
No,
from
Yeah,
Pickett.
Pickett was throwing against second and third string defenders. I mean, he was the third quarterback in, so yeah.
He was really.
He's
good.
playing against the Seahawks starters. That's how bad they're doing.
Wow. But no, I mean, Mitchie Biscuit's got,
Mitchie Biscuits.
a drive, and then Rudolph got a couple of drives, and then, yeah, by then, you and I were playing in the defensive backfield, so they're like, yeah, go ahead, Kenny Pickett. We got to make the kid look good.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody really learned anything, unless somebody got hurt, or really that's pretty much it, because you can't get excited over anything that happens in the first 2 weeks of the preseason, because it's like watching the Pro Bowl. Nobody's really trying too hard.
Well, at least they're
Well,
actually tackling.
True.
Those undrafted free agents are trying really hard, though.
But have you seen one in any of the games? Like, oh, that guy, that undrafted free agent out of Middle Eastern
Somewhere.
whatever state, yeah, like, oh, okay, yeah, he was totally beasting. No,
The guy
it's
from Wyoming.
Bailey Zappi.
The guy from Wyoming. Bailey Zappi was actually a 4th-round pick.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
he's not good. Anyway, another guy in the Steelers, the menace himself, George Pickens. He bullied that
You
poor
see,
quarterback.
yeah, when he pushed the dude over, that was
He-
awesome.
I think it was a run play too. He just stood up and pushed the guy and then looked at him. And I was like, "Oh, that poor corner."
Dude, this dude is gonna be a fucking menace this
Yeah.
year.
I can't believe that you guys are excited about George Pickens, because I actually was looking at some George Pickens statistics. In 3 seasons in college, 90 total receptions for 1,347 yards, 14 TDs in 3 seasons. He only caught 5 passes over his last 4 games at Georgia. And he did a great job against practice squad meet, as I was saying earlier with Pickett. Like, who was he facing? It was yeah.
No, he
he
still bullied that guy. It was very disrespectful.
oh wow. Okay, well,
There's
that's
multiple
great.
clips, not just from
Yeah.
the game, from
Yeah.
In
practice.
practice,
Just
he's a
jumping
menace in
over
practice,
people.
too.
That black Air Force energy.
Yeah.
Wakes up, listens to NBA YoungBoy.
He's the NFL young.
He listens to Antonio Brown for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
But dude, he
I'm hoping he's
before-
like a total bust, because I see nothing for him right now.
before,
Well,
Well, I'm
like,
not saying he's gonna be
he's-
good. It's
he
just
was,
right now he's a menace.
like at the beginning of the year, he was like a projected top 10 pick.
No, he was a first round projected overall pick,
Like,
but
it's just
his
size and
his
stuff.
his
size.
attitude brought
yeah,
him
his
down.
attitude.
hmm
That was the one thing. He was
Shit, I wanted
fucking.
him.
But
Well, I'll
Mike
take my
Tomlin's
white
gonna give him the crazy eyes and make him see Jesus, and he'll keep him in line just like he
Said
did
you don't
Antonio
want-
Yeah,
Brown.
until he leaves.
Just like he did Antonio
Brown.
Brown and Le'Veon Bell, and then the minute those 2 guys leave, then they go back to crazy.
One's a psycho, the other's trying to box.
Just stay away from Vontaze Burfict at all costs.
Yeah, he'll hit you.
Stay away from
He'll turn
Vontaze.
you different.
Oh, for sure. But going back to the Pickett and Trubisky, when do we think, we already covered this in a
Yeah,
previous
that's
episode, but Chris was not here, so.
Yeah, when's Pickett coming in?
I thought we did, because I looked at their schedule, and I think they've got an early bye week, and I think it's going to be one of those situations. I don't have their
Yeah.
schedule in front of me right now, but I think their bye week
It's
is
week
like,
7.
yeah, it's less than halfway through the season. I think week 7 might be their game back from the bye. Whatever it is, that's when you'll see them. If not earlier, but that's normally the safe bet is
It's-
after the bye
It's
week.
either if
Yeah, I was
Trubisky
saying, like,
messes
week
up
8.
or after the bye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, if something catastrophic happens, and they're just like, well, there's no way we can hold him out, because they want to put him in, but they also don't want to throw him to the wolves either.
Or if Trubisky's on some like magic run where he's lost very few games, he'll stay in.
Oh, you let him go? Sure, yeah.
Week 9 is their bye.
Oh, okay.
Say they're like 6-3.
Oh, wow.
6-2,
I don't
whatever the
know.
record is.
Which probably
So
won't
I'm
happen.
gonna say I'm still gonna stick with my call because I think Trubisky's actually gonna be okay. Because
I don't know.
They're going to run the ball.
yeah, they're not gonna ask him
Offense.
to carry the team. He's not gonna be pulling the trailer. He'll be the trailer. You know what I mean? Their running game will be the tractor, and he'll be the trailer.
Their first 4 games are the Bengals, the Patriots, the
Apparently
Browns,
apparently not playoff Bengals. Remember that.
Browns, and then who's the 4th game?
the Jets.
Yeah, so they're going 3-1.
3.
They're going 3-1 right there.
Oh, I bet for sure. Losing to the Patriots for sure.
I was thinking
Apparently
Bengals.
beating the,
Sure.
the
But-
playoff Bengals, remember?
But do we have any other predictions on when Pickett's coming in?
After they lose to the Bengals because the Bengals go to the playoffs, same time frame, either after the bye or
It's Trubisky season.
little before it.
You think Trubisky's going to play the entire season?
No.
No.
But
When is Pickett coming in?
I'd probably agree with what Chris said after the bye. If not, like,
if
a
not
game
week
or two
8,
before,
week 7.
yeah. Like, middle
I
of
think
the
it
year.
all depends on how well they play otherwise. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
It's going to be bad. But
Speaking
I think
of Mitchell
it'll
Trubisky, the Colts wide receiver room.
How the fuck does that lead into that?
I don't know. Ask Chaz whatever we were talking about led to the top 5 offensive line.
Speaking of top 5 offensive line, the Colts receiver room is very is being
Lackluster.
outside of Michael Pittman. It's kind of scarce.
Yeah. I mean,
How do you feel about your?
Yeah.
I mean, we missed out on going after Julio, which I don't really like. It's
Now he's
whatever.
in Tampa.
I've been hearing we're probably
Who
gonna bring
recently
back-
signed Carl Nassib?
Who recently signed the Buccaneers?
Yeah, today. They signed Carl Nassib.
okay.
Okay, how's that? What does that have to do with the Colts?
Oh, no, he's talking about Julio, and Julio signed with the Buccaneers then.
This is how we get off
All
topic.
right.
Well, yeah, that's how we get off topic.
Brandon, how are your wide receivers?
Young. There you go.
Yes.
I like
How is everything? Young.
No, I had to look them up.
He's like, I don't even know who they
Pittman,
are.
Paris Campbell, Alec Pierce, Michael
Other guy.
Strachan, I think that's how you
What
say
about
those.
what about Ashton
And then I was
Doolin?
just about to say Ashton Doolin. I want, like, our 3 is, like, Paris Campbell's looking really good in training camp, and I need him to not get hurt this year. Let's, just give me 1 year of, like, Paris Campbell.
I feel like you need a veteran in the locker room
Yeah,
to
we're thinking
get them where they need to
we
be.
want to bring back T.Y., so
Which
I'm
would
like,
be
just
smart.
fucking do it.
'Cause he
No,
knows-
so what, he's just in the wind. He's
He's
just
just kind of chilling.
yeah, he's just sitting there.
and yeah. Why would they not? Because honestly, they have to have one guy who has caught more than 2 passes in a
over
game.
the age of 25.
Right, you know. One of them's got to be old enough to buy a beer after practice.
Do
is
you
all I'm
know
saying.
if Ty is getting any offers from any
He
other
was
teams?
gonna. He had
I
I
thought
think
it was
Dallas and like Baltimore. I think were like talking. to
Well,
him.
Baltimore
Well,
needs
Baltimore
something.
needs something.
Yeah,
But they were talking. about
They
Theirs
need
might
a
be
body.
worse than theirs.
Yeah.
Theirs might be more lackluster than the
well,
Colts.
Dallas is going to get AB, so that'll take care of their needs.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
He wants Jerry Jones to come get him.
Dude, I
Come
think
get me.
Dak Prescott would just like walk off the job. He's
He'd
like,
be
you
like,
know what?
"Yeah, I'm done."
Nah, I'm going to take up, I don't know, like rodeo, bull riding or something.
We'll go back to those commercials of Campbell's Chunky.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yes.
I love how he did those when he was hurt, though. He was like, I need money somehow. The Cowboys won't pay me, the Campbells will.
Very young
good
Colts
suit.
receiver room. Very, very young.
No, as far as the Colts are concerned, I think Mo, is it Ailey Cox?
Mo Alley Cox.
Alley Cox?
Ailey.
And then Jelani Woods and Andrew Old.
No, Alley Cox, dude. He's probably their only hope because Matt Ryan does like a big receiver a la Jones, but he also likes a reliable tight end for when things get weird. He can always dump
Things
off.
get a little weird.
And it's going to get weird because that offensive line is not as good as people think it is. So he's going to need a safety valve, and I think it's going to be Alley Cox.
Just run a drag route with the tight end every play.
Tom Brady
Brandon's
is
like, I'm a joke.
I'm gonna kill him.
He said my line sucks.
He
It's
brought
2
up
weeks in a row, bro.
he brought up
He's
Andrew
on
Luck.
defense.
He brought in Andrew Luck. He brought in the Jaguars week 17. He's got
No,
everything.
The only person who brings that up on a constant basis is Ant.
Yeah.
I sleep with Andrew Luck above my bed every night.
And he's still retired either way.
I pray to him every single night.
Yeah.
What is the prayer you recite?
So,
Please don't
come
remind
back.
me of the Patriots game.
Say, please come back every time.
You know
He showed up in public though.
Yeah.
He was in hiding. It was crazy.
He's like 140 pounds now. You would have to bulk the fuck
But
up
Andrew Luck,
immediately.
he's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he
he's been in hiding.
he
He's
showed
been in
up to the
It was,
college
I think
championship.
yeah.
Yeah. He showed up to the national championship,
He-
and he was just thin.
Yeah, he also did it might have been a pregame show with RG3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's.
Yeah, he was in
I'm
hiding. He was scared.
he's
That
He
man's
thought he was gonna
voice-
get sacked
That
again.
man's voice was God himself.
Oh, dude, great voice, man. Great
like
voice.
he's not having any thoughts about coming back anytime.
Oh, I don't think
blame
so.
him.
He's never
Fuck you,
coming
Ryan
back.
His
Grigson.
dad was the commissioner of the XFL. You think he needs like NFL money? He's doing fine.
Yeah.
I mean, and Colts gave him that big ass contract too.
Yeah.
And they didn't take anything away from him when he retired. He said, "Yeah." Jim Irsay was like, "Yeah, you can have all that money."
Plus,
Yeah,
he's
we
still
killed
using
your
a
body.
flip phone. He's not spending a lot on his cell phone plan either.
No.
No,
He's like
he's
he
not-
was
he's
like,
not
"We killed your
playing-
body."
And my dude went to Stanford. He's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
he's not playing Fortnite in the middle of the night. No way. But Tom Brady is away from the Buccaneers.
Apparently, Tom Brady's away from Tom Brady. That's what
Yeah.
that states.
It says TB is away from TB.
Every time I see TBL, I think
Yeah,
it's Tom Brady.
tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tom Brady's away from Tampa Bay because Gronk retired and he's sad. He's like, Gronk, come back to me. I need
He's
you.
talking to Julian.
Yeah, he's like, Julian, can you come back too? I know James White just retired. Can we get him in here?
No, honestly, I mean, they say it's family. Was that the reason given, Ant?
I think so. It's that, or he's not into it. He's not like.
Oh, he's not
Yeah.
motivated.
Yeah, he's not motivated to play.
Okay.
That was another reason.
Because he had all of off season to do both those things: A, spend time with family, and then B,
get into
get
the mind.
motivated.
Yeah.
Because this is not the TB12 method that I signed up for.
Yeah, we were like, he's gonna play. Okay?
Yeah, if you want me to say the prayers and take the vitamins,
He
like
started
Hulk
eating
Hogan
carbs.
says,
Yeah.
then
He stopped with the avocado ice cream. That's what
Yeah, well,
happened.
that's
It
no,
slowed
that's
down.
Started eating bread.
Yeah.
It's all down
because
there once
he's
you
the
eat
face of
bread.
a lifestyle. It's not even about the NFL at this point. He's the face of the TB12 brand. That brand should not be, hey man, whenever you feel like it, just like bug out from work and
Yeah.
tell him like, man, I'm going through some stuff,
Yeah.
bro. I'll be back
I'm
when
just
I'm
mentally
ready.
not there, man. I can't do
Yeah,
it.
I'm not feeling it,
So
bro.
you work at a Target, bro. What?
He just knows that this year Cameron Jordan has it out for him. This specific
He
year.
has it out every year.
Dude, everybody has it out for Tom Brady.
Yeah,
every
he's
single
Tom
year.
Brady.
I have it out for Tom Brady every single year.
It's like a given. Tom Brady's in the playoffs, conference shaping.
Ant has it out for Tom Brady, but I think that means something else.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Last year I was voting against him though, because we played him.
Never.
But this year,
I always
Tom Brady
root
gets
And he beat y'all.
Yeah, barely. Nick Folk actually beat us because he missed the field goal.
Nick Folk beat your own team. Cool.
No, but it was raining and very windy. I don't blame Nick Folk for the win.
What other excuse you got?
No, it's not really an excuse. Either New England wins or Tom Brady wins. I'm good. Gronk
Okay,
was on
cool.
the team too. So
Okay, cool. Anyway.
okay, cool.
Speaking of Gronkowski, Roquan Smith wants out of the Bears. Out
Very
of
well
the
known
Bears.
to be linked to Rob Gronkowski.
Very good friends, Roquan Smith and Rob Gronkowski.
I don't even think they've ever met each other.
I'm sure they
They
played.
after they played, they're like, "Yo, long time no see," best friends. Roquan, I don't even know where they would send him. Dallas, maybe.
I would say you at least got a first round pick for Roquan.
Well, yeah, unless you. Knew
And he's still under contract, so they
Yeah.
can send him wherever they want. Am I wrong?
Yeah, they can send him wherever they want.
So
It's
I
just
mean,
like who would offer that?
Who has a
Just
weak
about
ass
anybody. He's a
linebacker?
top 10
the Las
inside
Vegas
linebacker.
Raiders would give you a lot right now.
Yeah, they're like, give us somebody to.
They'll
put
give
there.
up Josh Jacobs.
Oh, well, what is that all about? All of a sudden, like, we're just ready to just dump Josh Jacobs. Is Latavius Murray still out there? Because I wish we had never got rid of him.
He's in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
back
that was
in
the first
Minnesota.
move Gruden did was get rid of my man Latavius.
But he was like good on you guys. That's
Dude, he was born to be a star. Your mom's not going to name you Latavius just so you can just work on a garbage truck. You are going to be on TV. People will know your name. That's why she named you Latavius. You know what I mean? Like,
Didn't he sign with
you're
the Ravens
motivated from
last
day
season?
one.
I don't.
He's
I
on
I just
18.
said Minnesota because he
No,
looked.
he
Minnesota.
went to Minnesota. Then he was with the Saints, and then last
he was on
year
the Saints.
he was on the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes.
Yeah, because all their guys were getting hurt. Even
I just
the running
remember
backs
when he
were
was on the Vikings and Dalvin Cook went down. Latavius Murray looked really good.
He was especially in fantasy, dude. He
Yeah.
wouldn't get 100 yards, but he gets you 2 touchdowns every time. But no, he was on the Ravens last year. They signed him right before week 1, and he got a touchdown against my Raiders in the very first game.
He's currently a free agent.
Go! Pick him!
Go get him! Go
Get rid of
him
Josh
up.
Jacobs. Latavius is available.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
Like,
Third-
he's out there.
32-year-old Latavius Murray. As Google highlights, he has a total of 2 receiving touchdowns in his career.
W.
That's fine.
As Google specifically highlights out.
No, we got plenty of guys to catch the football. All we need somebody
Yeah,
to
well,
do
Shit,
is
you got
tote
2
that
more right
rock.
there. You got 2 more right there.
Yeah.
We just need a
But
guy
no,
to
we
give
were
us,
talking
like,
about
70 rushes.
Roquan. I mean, what's his beef? I mean, just because they stink? I mean, he's still under contract. Is this another one of these players that wants to cry because they signed a contract
the
and
Bears
now they don't
have
want to
a-
honor
Nah,
it?
he's still on his rookie contract.
The Bears have a new regime, and supposedly the
front
Bears
office.
the Bears do not want to they don't want him.
So
They
why
don't
did
wanna
why
pay
did he
him.
just
They don't-
decide that this week and not again, just like with the Tom Brady?
Well, I guess
thing,
you have
had
to
all
feel out
offseason to
I guess
figure
you have
that
to feel out the new regime, see if you like them or not, and apparently they don't like each other. So apparently, I have no idea
I mean,
if there's any.
One of the
Of
first
course,
things
there has
they
to
did
be
was
trade
trade Khalil
interest.
Mack. So
Yeah, that was what.
Well, yeah, and that should have meant that he would have been more thought of because now you're our guy. So I don't know, man. And at this point, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
other than a free I wouldn't say free spending because we're probably the most broke team in the NFL. I could see the Raiders going after him. I could see the Ravens going after
Give
him.
us another piece on
Dude, yeah, let him go to the Ravens and watch the whole temperature change there in the AFC, man. That could I'd hate to see that.
And their GM is Ryan Poles. They just got him from the Kansas City Chiefs, so it's under that tree. And their new
I was
head
about to say
coach.
Ryan Grigson. I was say, fuck, rip,
What, the
rip
Bear-
Justin
the Bears
Fields,
GM?
bro.
Yeah, that's the Bears.
So
GM,
you're
Ryan
saying
Poles.
that maybe the Chiefs would go after him? They haven't had a decent linebacker since.
The all-time
Derek
leading
Thomas.
tackler in the history of the Chiefs.
we're just gonna have the
What,
best
Tom Holland,
linebacker
Justin
ever,
Houston,
Yeah.
and their
Eric fucking Johnson.
and their coaches
Derek Johnson.
their coach is Matt.
Eberflus.
There you
Yeah,
go.
from Indy,
Yeah.
baby.
The DC from Indy.
Remember
So,
Matt Nagy? Remember when Mitchell Trubisky carried Matt Nagy to the playoffs?
oh, for sure.
I'm going to state for the fact right now, no NFL head coach named Matt has ever won the Super Bowl. Just putting that out there.
That's a
I mean, there have been good coaches named
origami
Matt,
scat
other
stat
than
right
Patricia.
there.
You know, Matt LaFleur.
Matt Nagy was not a good coach.
No, I'm talking about LaFleur.
Yeah, Eberflus, LaFleur.
Granted, he's not going to the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, you know. That's not happening.
As Brandon cleans his phone.
Yeah, there's some gunk on
All right.
Alright. Anyway, moving on.
We are going to predict our favorite team's record. I'll start this one off
it.
with 6-11.
That's pushing it.
You losing all those games without Zach Wilson?
The way I look at it,
I think so.
What are
The
the,
way I-
who are
the
the
way-
6 teams you're
let
going
me
to beat?
explain.
Yeah, I'd like
Let
to.
me
who are the
explain.
6
Listen.
teams you
Give me
beat?
6
You're
teams.
about to
You'll
go.
be...
So, well, we know 6
Oh,
of the
you want me to
losses
give you
are-
6 teams? You want me to give you 6
We
teams
know
right now?
6 of the losses are in division, so.
Yeah, literally. They're losing both games to the Bills, both games to the Patriots, both games to the fucking
No,
Dolphins.
just curious. I mean, I'm not
You want me to
doubting
give you
that you'll
6
win
games.
6 games because, but you've got a really tough
No,
schedule.
no. The way I look at this, I'm very optimistic. Last
Yeah.
year, I predicted us to be
I'm very optimistic. We're going undefeated. Let's go.
4-13 last year.
Mhm.
Every year I bump us up two wins.
Right.
2 years ago we were 2 and what was it at that time? 2-15.
2-14 at that
2
time.
and 14.
Oh,
Okay.
you're going 2 games up a year. Eventually, they're gonna be undefeated.
Eventually.
Okay, six
No,
games.
just pick 6 teams that you think you got beat there.
The Bears, the Jaguars, the Dolphins, the Lions, the Vikings, the Steelers, and
And another team.
I don't even know if you'll beat.
Dude,
this
I've
team.
seen reports of
and the Seahawks.
Okay, Seahawks you got, but I've seen reports of the Vikings being like the new darling of the NFC, and them only losing like 3 or 4 games because their offense is nice. They've improved on defense, and they've got a fairly easy schedule because they get to play the Bears twice too. But
again, we don't know till we actually see them.
Oh, sure.
So if it's like, and we face them later on in the year.
Vikings, like, yeah, put it down. That's a dubs.
Yeah, based off what I saw last year, yeah, we can beat the Vikings. But again,
Okay.
we won't know until the Vikings actually play.
Oh, sure,
So
sure.
like we could always be talking about, oh shit, they're
And-
really
and
great during the
do
off
they,
season.
Do they play them early or late in the season?
December?
Oh, yeah. Well, by then you may have your quarterback back.
Oh, for sure. If he comes back.
Right.
If. All right.
If Robert Saleh knows more than the doctors do, because that's when you started believing. You were like, the 49ers fans,
This guy.
these doctors, people on TikTok.
They don't know nothing.
But then
Robert
Robert
Saleh's
Saleh
not
said,
saying a fucking thing.
Yeah,
And when he does say a thing, I was like, fine, whatever.
yeah, Chaz is like, gospel.
No, the fucking
He said,
no,
"Is
no,
that
no. It's not.
Jesus?"
It's not gospel because when Becton got hurt, he said, "Oh yeah, he'll be fine," and then Becton's out for the
Yeah, he
fucking
meant
year.
he'll be fine
Yeah.
next year.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he will be. Brandon, what is your prediction for the Indianapolis
I'm
Colts?
going to go 11-6. Wait, is that
Yes.
there's 17?
that'd be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like 11-6.
The way
Not
addition
nothing
works.
too crazy. Nothing.
Nothing too crazy. That's
Nothing.
That
Nothing
that's
like,
11
I'm not saying like I'm
wins.
sitting
That's
here going
11
like,
wins.
we're gonna win 13 games because we're not gonna do that.
It's just 2 more games.
Because we're gonna lose games that we should win. We're gonna win games that we should probably get our asses clapped. But I like 11 wins.
Any arguments for that?
He's like,
yeah,
I got
just
a few.
just a little bit because they'll do okay because they play in the worst division,
Yep.
at least in the AFC, probably in the
which
entire
is crazy.
NFL. But so they'll get some easy wins there. But
NFC East is worse.
outside of that, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, you're asking a lot of Matt Ryan in his first season with a new team. With a complete sieve for an offensive line. I don't know if I've brought that up or not, but that
But
poor
you have
guy.
again.
If they had a guy that was mobile, for when that bunch of dogs just opens the gate for the defensive line from the other team, maybe they'd have a chance. But I can't see them winning 11 games, not behind that bunch of just stiffs on the offensive line.
This dude will not be on the next episode. He'll be dead.
You'll be in a garbage bag somewhere.
Brandon's not upset. Brandon's definitely not upset over that.
I'm like debating either 10-7 or 11-6, but I feel like we're gonna find a way to steal another game from the Bills at least, so that might push us over to 11-6. But
Oh,
that's
yeah,
where I
two
got us because we
11-6s.
got Mighty Mac. We're not as bad
Didn't
as
you
the
just
Jets.
say last episode that you were gonna miss the playoffs?
Oh yeah, we are still gonna miss playoffs. AFC
With 11-6.
Yep.
Oh, AFC is just tough.
Yeah.
But I doubt
I
there's
don't
gonna
think you
be.
know.
I doubt you're gonna miss the playoffs with 11-6 record. That's like gonna be the second best in the division.
Well, that's only if the Bengals don't make the playoffs.
Yeah. Somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, but
That's the only way the math works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Bengals gotta miss it, so the Patriots.
The
can
three.
miss it.
There's gonna be 3 teams in the Raiders division that's gonna make it.
That's true.
Okay. Well,
There's
this is
2 wild card spots.
If-
Bengals gotta fill the 3rd one. I mean.
if that's the case, you would be the first 11-win team to not make the playoffs. I think.
Well, yeah, that's because they added an extra game. I'm pretty sure. They're actually.
What
we
was
missed
the one?
playoffs at
I was going to
10-6.
say, was that
Yeah.
10 and 6?
Yeah, 10
Yeah,
and
we
6,
went
but that's
10 and
11.
6.
Is that the Matt
that's one more
Castle year?
game.
Yeah.
That's one more game. 11.
Because they added another.
Yeah,
game
they added
to
a
the
game to the
schedule.
schedule, so
It's essentially the same record as 10-6.
Okay.
that would be a 6-loss team. You could at least compare them in that fashion because they would.
Well, we
be
were both 6.
11. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
11 and 6, 10 and 6 would still be a 6-loss team.
Okay. God forbid where the Raiders going to be then.
Well, I'm not even certain because I looked over the schedule and I picked out the easy wins like home against the Cardinals, home against the Browns, home against the Texans, home against the Saints, Jaguars, Colts, at the Broncos, at the Seahawks, home against the Patriots, at the Steelers.
That's a game I had.
Home against the 49ers. I mean, we got some real cupcakes here. But then we play the Chargers twice, the Chiefs twice. So I got question marks there. We do play the Titans, the only team in that part of the AFC that's going to win more than, 5 or 6 games this season. So
O-line's not bad,
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I see at least 11 wins here with 2 losses, and that's given playing at the Rams, and I'm giving the Chargers a win against us. I figure we'll split against them. So I don't know. We could go 12-5, 13-4.
So you're the highest one here.
Well, they do have.
Does that have anything to do with my picks?
No. I'm
Okay.
saying you're
It
the
already
highest
depends
one.
on how Derek Carr is going to play.
Top 5 quarterback.
Depends on
Yeah, he's top
which side
5
you take
quarterback in
it
the
for.
league. He's got the best receiving core in the league. I mean,
Fine,
does
depends.
anybody else have a receiver that's ranked 99 on Madden? I mean, you can speak up.
Jacoby
Yeah,
Myers
I
for the
would
win.
So yeah, he's
Yeah.
got us.
But
He's-
you said receiving core.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, we got one guy that's in 99 on Madden. The other guy had 100 catches last
I
year.
would say the Bengals.
Ref-
I would say have the
Yeah,
best.
the Bengals have the
Chaz,
best.
you don't
But
get to talk about the Bengals.
Yeah, but they're not even
You
going to
don't
make
get
the
the same
playoffs.
thing.
They're out of the
Yeah,
season.
apparently they have one of the worst coaches.
Yeah, they're not.
Offensive line didn't even upgrade.
They're not on our schedule.
I put them in my top 5 O-line. What do you mean?
Exactly.
Yes.
You
How did
stop
you
talking
screw
about the
up?
Bengals.
Joe Burrow's not even a top
What if-
5
What
quarterback.
if like they don't make the playoffs and Chaz is right?
Well, they're gonna make the playoffs.
I said
They're gonna
You might be right. So
unless there's a freak injury to Joe Burrow,
Okay, then who's the third receiver for the Raiders?
Darren Waller counts. We're gonna put him as third.
Well, we got Renfro and Devontae, and let's see, we lost Zay Jones. Huh.
Who is your third receiver?
I'm blanking
You're
right
telling
now.
you're telling us they're the best receiving core.
No, I'm blanking right now. We went over this a few weeks
Jamar Chase,
ago.
T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd.
I think we're getting Antonio Brown back, if I recall.
That would be wild.
Antonio Brown is making his triumphant return for the.
Dude, the
Is that
first
Marcus
time
Robinson? Oh, you guys got Keelan Cole. When that happened?
the last time the Raiders had Antonio Brown, he showed up to training camp in a hot air balloon and
And
then
was late.
burned his feet in a cryogenic chamber.
Yeah, because he wanted to go play with Tom.
Yeah, he did. Remember when he got traded to Buffalo?
Yeah, that was a funny moment in time.
He said,
He said, "No, that's not a real trade."
I retired.
So
Yeah,
is it Keenan Cole?
Keelan Cole or DeMarcus Robinson, whatever one.
Probably Robinson. I like Robinson a little bit more than Cole.
Oh no, they have a former Patriot. Who nobody here probably knows Isaiah Zuber.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Darren Waller is their
He's
probably he's essentially their number 3. I mean, yeah, you could argue over Cole, Robinson, but they're inconsequential. But no, I was just kidding about the best receiving core in the league.
We're
But
the best receiver in the league.
yeah. I mean, the guy's better
Yeah.
than Devin Booker, obviously.
He's also better than DeAndre Hopkins.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but all 3 of us know about that.
Yeah,
I'm
check
sure
your
y'all
like-
check your Madden
And, like,
ratings.
90% of the world knows about that.
Sure, and
Even the people who don't
and
watch football.
and between the two of them, one of them will be playing weeks 1 through 6.
Speaking of the people who don't watch football, the best backup quarterback in the league.
Want me to start and just do the same rotation we did for the break?
Go for it.
Sure, go for
All
it.
right. Somebody probably has this. I'm gonna say Mighty Morphin Minshew, Gardner Minshew. Best
Ooh,
backup.
I wasn't even thinking about
Best
that.
backup in the league.
forgot about him.
That's
Best backup in the league because Minshew mania. He Jaguars win Super Bowl if they kept him. Just saying, Jaguars should have kept Mighty Minshew.
Yeah, he probably would have won a lot of games. Though.
And when Jalen Hurts, I think he got hurt.
He got hurt.
He actually came in and played good.
Yeah, he won that game.
Yeah, very few people
Played
can do that
very well.
unless you're like Hoyer the Destroyer.
No, I won't argue against Minshew because he actually has a pretty good win-loss record in his few starts that
And
he
his
has
stash.
been given.
And
Yeah,
his
definitely
stash.
the porn stash. I mean, Imagine what Zach Wilson could do
Yeah,
with the
he could do
MILFs.
some serious.
Dude,
Yeah.
the stash.
If he
Yo,
had
bro,
Gardner
serious
Minshew's
damage.
stash,
dude.
oh, there would not be a
Damage.
PTA meeting
He would
safe.
be slaying.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he'd be cruising the grocery stores, bro, just killing it.
Checking aisles.
Yeah,
Like, what you
no
doing there?
doubt.
What you gonna make me tonight?
Yeah, making all kinds of jokes in the produce department. Minshew's nice. What about you, Brandon? What do you think? Who's your best backup?
Nick fucking Foles. What? Not even a question. Big Dick Nick himself, man, has a fucking ring.
Yeah, against Tommy.
Against Tommy
Tommy's
boy.
fine, but he didn't do it on the Colts because they sucked at that time. Still kind of
He just threw a pick and fumbled the ball in his preseason
Yeah, he did
game,
do that,
so.
but he's still the best
Nah.
backup for some reason.
No, I think he has a valid point. I mean,
Nick
you
Foles.
can't argue against the guy's pedigree. I mean, unless you're looking at when he played for the Chiefs and the Rams.
And any
But,
other team other than that one
But like,
season with.
other than that,
And the Jaguars. Yeah, we're going to skip that
he got
part.
the bag.
But-
Foles actually did almost set the single game touchdown record too, but they took him out.
Yep.
He threw 6 touchdowns.
That was against the Raiders, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
No, I would say he's probably the most important backup quarterback in the league right now, Nick Foles, for sure.
Yeah, because when Matt Ryan does something.
Oh, behind that offensive line,
Yeah,
dude?
something
Oh,
like
my
that.
God.
I'm gonna kill you both.
If he makes it past week 4.
It's your fault, Chaz.
I mean, goodness sakes, dude. You need a guy that can move around like old Slick Nick, you know? Absolutely. No, he's very important
I
at this point.
almost bought a Nick Foles jersey. I really thought about it. It took everything out of me.
To not buy a Nick Foles jersey.
Yeah, I really thought about it.
It's also kind of Nick Foles' fault that half of Philadelphia got burned down.
'Cause
Because
he
they won
won.
the Super Bowl.
Well, I guess in a
Imagine
way-
if they had lost that Super
In
Bowl.
a way, he saved half of Philadelphia.
That's right.
That's how you gotta look
You
at
gotta sacrifice a few to save the many.
Okay. Well, my
We don't
best
care
back.
about who yours is. 'Cause you
Okay,
think
Chris.
Bengals are
Okay,
best
Chris.
quarterback.
Who's your best backup
Okay.
quarterback?
No,
man?
you don't have. You don't have.
They said they
anything-
don't
he doesn't
care.
have
They
an
said they don't
Oh,
care.
they don't. But I and the rest of our and the listenership, they definitely care what you have to
In
say.
France, in Russia, and in Ukraine.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Those are all Bengals fans listening to what you're going to say about their team to give them fuel.
Yeah, he's Mr. Hot Take over there. I don't know how you say it in Russian, but that's what they call him.
It was very hard for me choosing between Joe
Okay,
Flacco
then,
and Mike
anyway.
White. It was very hard choosing which one was better, you know.
Joe Flacco or Mike.
But then I went over the other options in the league, and I'm like, technically,
he just
Jim,
starts naming off all the backups. They're all great,
they're all great.
other
but,
than the Bengals backup.
but
It's
but
only
but but then I
Garoppolo.
realized technically Jimmy Garoppolo is a backup.
We already said that he doesn't count. Cause
Yeah, he doesn't count.
That's why I'm saying Joe Flacco.
Okay.
He said,
He also doesn't.
I'm
count.
going for the low hanging
He's the
fruit.
starter week 1.
Yeah, he's the starter week 1 revenge game against the Ravens. Let's go.
Yeah, it's about to be
Dude,
30
I
points
forgot I
more.
wrote this down. Did you know Gardner Minshew has a 41-12 record as a starter?
Because he's great.
Yeah, and 93.9% passer rating. That's ridiculous.
That should have been Jacksonville's quarterback of the
himself.
future.
But he is no Joe Flacco. 227 touchdowns to only 144 picks. First quarterback to win a playoff, 2 playoff games as a rookie. First QB to start and win a playoff game in his first 5 seasons. I mean, just all kinds of records that he still holds. And
You know, if Minshew had that Ravens team, he would have had the same records.
probably
Exactly.
as would have
he had
Trent
that
Dilfer.
defense.
As would have Trent Dilfer. No,
Doesn't Dilfer
I
have a
won't.
ring, though?
Pardon?
Doesn't Dilfer have a ring?
Oh yeah, he got
Yeah,
one.
because he got carried by the
Right.
defense.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
talking about going to the Ravens and just,
Yeah.
anybody could have quarterbacked the team, right?
Except for
But
Tim Couch.
no, I like the Minshew call. I definitely like the Joe Flacco call.
Apparently not Nick Foles.
Other options could have
Everyone
been
but Nick
Case
Foles.
Keenum, Tyrod Taylor, Andy
Oh, yeah,
Dalton with the
yeah.
Saints. Look, Winston's already
we
had
just
some
found
injury
that out
problems.
last night, the other
Right.
night.
Tyler Huntley, he's pretty important with the Ravens.
Yeah, they got a 2-headed running back in the taking
No,
snaps.
Tyler Huntley
Yeah.
can throw.
Colt McCoy with the Cardinals. Yep, mentioned Nick Foles, a good choice. You got Teddy Two Gloves down there in Miami.
Hoyer the Destroyer.
But my pick is the backup to Russell Wilson in Denver.
It's not Trevor Siemian.
That is one Josh Johnson.
Oh, the journeyman.
Hey, I got the
Josh-
pleasure of watching him play last year.
Josh Johnson has played on 15 NFL teams in only 13 seasons.
Yeah, look away.
Played in the
Travis. Look away, turn
XFL.
away.
American, with the Alliance of American Football, USFL.
I was like, is he back on my team yet?
He's got the same completion percentage career as Trevor Lawrence, and he can play under
Play
any
one
system.
season.
He can play under any system, dude.
Yeah, that guy
I'm
knows every system in the league right now.
So, I mean, he might not be the backup for the Broncos when the season's over, but he will be someone's backup because dude gets a job.
Yeah.
He has never collected an unemployment check in his life, dude. He is out there.
COVID-19 did not affect him.
It did
No,
not. He was
at all.
on a team.
Nah.
He is all good.
Yeah, so he's my most valuable backup because he is always available.
I'm surprised you didn't put him as your breakout star.
Uh,
It's possible. This
it
is
is quite
but that's
possible. That's
after
right.
15 different NFL teams. This is the one.
This is
This
his
is the
breakout
one.
season.
Josh Johnson. The world is waiting for you to
Yeah.
finally break out.
It could have been with the Jets, but not
As
the Jets.
Brandon said, I as well had the pleasure of watching Josh
Watson.
Johnson.
Fun fact about Josh Johnson. This was like years ago.
Yo, in Madden, he's sick.
Yeah, he was like
I had a
filthy in
season.
Madden.
Josh Johnson was nuts.
Yeah, I like
he was on the 49ers, I think.
I like took home like 4 Super Bowls with Josh Johnson. In The Sims. You know The Sims is like not
Exactly.
fun with bad quarterbacks. Fucking like 4
Nah,
Super
Josh
Bowls.
Johnson's great. in
Did you
Madden.
have a good team around him?
Not really. I had
No.
like the Colts team in like 2014.
I don't know,
took
but
home
I had the
Super Bowls.
49ers team back
We were like
then.
our defense was awful, and so was our O line.
Yeah, I
Unlike
was
how it
killing
is
him,
now.
Josh Johnson.
Shut up, Chris. You stay over there. You stay quiet.
Be quiet! Down!
Oh no, but
Yeah, Josh Johnson.
Josh
was a
Johnson.
True breakout in Madden.
Yeah, in Madden. We got what we wanted in Madden.
Yeah, we got the true Josh Johnson. The one
Jet
who's-
legend.
Best number 3 quarterback since you asked is Bryce Perkins.
Who?
He's Perkins.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck?
He is the backup to John Wolford,
I was say, is it the
the
drummer,
backup
right?
to
Matt
Matt Stafford. And now that there is some serious concern in Los Angeles about whether or not Stafford is currently all right or if he'll ever be all right, then Wolford's not going to take you but so far. So then you have to look further down the bench to young Bryce Perkins.
That's their Tom
So there's
Yeah.
your breakout star right there.
Yep.
Bryce Perkins, LA Rams, the best backup to the backup, and your
Backup.
next breakout NFL
So we
star.
going practice squad quarterbacks too, or what?
I'm about to
Fourth
say,
string?
like,
Going
again,
fourth
Best
again,
free agent
again, I gave
quarterback.
you Joe Flacco, I give you Mike White. There you go.
Worst
Yeah.
free agent quarterback, Colin Kaepernick.
I was all going to other teams. No, actually, I wouldn't fully right. I almost said Jacoby Brissett. I really thought about
Actually,
it.
I was thinking.
I
about
really
Jacoby
thought
Brissett.
about it because I was like, when Andrew Luck got
But
hurt,
again, with the
he came in-
situation, we said
Yeah.
that didn't count.
came in and he was great until he got hurt against the Steelers on my fucking birthday. I watched that shit happen.
It was sad.
It was a sad day, man.
He was also good when he was the best third string at one point.
And if you want to give the Browns your third string, you get Josh Rosen. There you
It's
go.
crazy that all the
Yeah,
quarterbacks
I
on
forgot
that
stuff.
Patriots roster ended up being starters.
Yeah.
Brissett, Garoppolo,
Brissett for
and
like a year.
Tommy
It
Two.
which wouldn't have happened if Luck didn't retire, but
Yeah, but he did, and he's
Yeah.
still retired, and he will stay.
I remember they're like promoting Jacoby Brissett's like jerseys heavy that year too. I was
Yeah,
like,
'cause they were all
bro's,
laying up
bro's
Brissett.
not that good.
Then
Oh,
didn't
what,
you go?
when he was
Yeah,
with
we
the
like-
Colts, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when Andrew.
Oh,
Luck-
yeah.
Then you'll go like 8-8 or something like
Yeah,
that.
'cause
when
he
he's
got-
going
he got
Well, you know why
Brian
Andrew
Hoyer
Luck
lost his
retired,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that
Oh, I remember.
shabby O-line.
They wouldn't fucking block for him, so they finally got somebody that could run around, and they weren't paying him much, so they didn't care if they broke him in half.
Like,
And this guy would
20
run for
million.
his life, this Jacoby Brissett.
like
Yeah.
$20 million.
And Brissett was bigger.
And
than
then
Luck.
signed fucking Philip Rivers for that 1 year.
Yeah, and now they're having Matt Ryan for probably 1 year.
Yeah, probably a year.
'Cause
That's
they
why
also had
that's
Carson
why I
Wentz
wanted
for
us
1
to
year.
draft a fucking quarterback. And we
They should have
didn't.
just stuck with Brissett, honestly, because he
Yeah.
wasn't bad. When I was really disappointed when, in all honesty, when they brought in Philip Rivers, because I thought he did just fine, given what he had to work with. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
no,
I
I thought
agree.
he did great.
I like Brissett.
Brissett is nice. Brissett is nice. Do you think he has potential to be the NFL's next breakout star, though?
No, he doesn't.
No, it's going to be Tyrod Taylor, or Tyrod, as his mother calls him.
Yeah.
Because,
Dude, he's had the shittiest luck.
Yeah, he's had terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, they want Daniel Jones out of New York. It's not like the trainer's going to accidentally stab him straight through his lung just to keep Daniel Jones on the field like they did to jumpstart Herbert's career. Like, they actually need him in New York, dude.
That was a full-on hit job there.
Oh my God, yeah. The call was coming from inside the house. Indeed, bro.
Like, listen, it's not looking, the
Yo,
jersey
imagine
sales
that
are
was
not
an
looking
actual
good.
Thing, and that comes out, like, later. Like,
Could you imagine, bro? Tyrod could sue the shit.
Oh, Dean Spanos has to sell a team at that point.
Oh, 30 for 30.
Yes.
20 years from now, there's going to be a 30 for 30 that comes out because some disgruntled former employee is going to finally speak out and admit to all that.
He told us to kill Tyrod.
Yeah, the original
the
orders
one
were to kill him, but we
that guy was
slipped. We
a
only got him
hired
in the
fan.
lung. Yeah.
The Chargers got so few fans, they hired one of them to do the job.
They
They
said,
were like, stab him.
He impersonated a Broncos fan on the way in.
Yeah. Oh, that was. Oh, I can't wait for that.
That's going to be a good watch.
You got the 4 falls of Buffalo, and then you got the fall of Tyrod Taylor. Coming to you next time on ESPN.
30 for 30.
But
that's
We
your
don't-
breakout star. That's your breakout star there, Tyrod.
No, the guy who stabbed him.
Ah,
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
you guys said, "Die."
He was the breakout star when Herbert was coming in. That was it.
I mean, like that's worthy enough of a 10-day contract right there.
Yeah.
But we've been teasing it all night. Our NFL breakout star this season. We're gonna go in the same order we have been. Ant.
I'm going to go with Ramondre Stevenson. Of course I'm
What
gonna
the
go with
fuck are
Ramondre.
we staying at?
Okay. It's Damian Harrison on the last year of
It's
his contract.
12:14 a.m.
Well, of course.
He's sticking
yeah.
with his teams, bro.
Yeah, because I don't know. I like
It's gonna
my
be
team.
Michael Pittman. Okay, let me tell you.
Oh, that was last year. James White just retired, so there's room to fill there. And I don't think it's gonna be J.J. Taylor, 5'6", shorter than probably all of us. And Ramondre needs to fill that role, and he'll probably end up being the starter next year if we don't re-sign Damian.
Yeah.
So it
Okay,
has to be his
so
breakout
who do
year.
you think will break out that's not on your team?
No.
He didn't think about this. He didn't think about it.
I'm going with the low-hanging fruit. I said Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is going to have a great year. Eagles are going to the playoffs.
I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, that's... I was... Because originally I was thinking some Chiefs wide receivers, but
The rookie.
I'm going... No, I'm going the rookies. But I like Jalen Hurts. He improved from last year, and he's going to improve this year with a better receiving core.
Yeah, but
and they
I-
just
Yeah, they got
fucking
him some
traded
help.
J.J.
Yeah,
Arcega
but I-
Whiteside's trash ass.
Yeah, but I was hating on.
Yeah, they got him some help in the offseason for sure.
Yours is like a basic answer.
Okay. Oh, Jalen Hurts gets
Dude,
better
honestly,
every year. This is
you
the
and
year he gets
Chaz's
better.
breakout star for the NBA was pretty like...
Okay. My team sucks. He chose the Grizzlies.
Okay.
Okay, Chaz.
How about you, Chaz?
Well, since I'm on my breakout star, maybe hurt the entire year. Bear with me with this one because it's going to be like similar to the Jaren Jackson.
Because you were going to say Zach Wilson?
No, I wasn't going to say
He's
Zach
gonna say
Wilson.
Mekhi
Oh, I was going
Becton.
to say Mekhi Becton. Okay.
This is his year. Super Bowl run.
CD Lamb. He's already having pretty good seasons as we speak, but I
That
just
is
think
a
he's
very
going
Jaren
to.
Jackson answer because he's the best receiver on that team.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah,
And
but
he was the best
I
receiver on the
think,
team.
but
Cooper was there.
I think he's going to. I think he's going to have like.
He's gonna have like
An
2,000
unbelievable
receiving yards
year.
this year.
I don't know about...
I thought I was
I
going to
think
say
he's
like.
pretty
I was
good.
going to say like.
He's Cooper
I would
Kupp.
say 1,400 yards. That's one. That's
So,
one.
like, he had last
Yeah, because who do they even have at number 2?
Michael Gallup.
He's
Gallup.
injured.
Oh, yeah.
He's
well,
injured.
Yes, he's been injured.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
then
was
it's
injured when they signed him.
then it's all full throttle.
No,
for
it's him
fucking-
and Schultz, dude. Dalton Schultz is looking nice at tight end. But,
And when they get
You
Antonio
gotta
Brown
remember,
eventually.
Dak is still throwing him the
Oh,
ball.
yeah. He'll look good till they get AB, and then
Then
he'll
AB will be there for like 3 games,
and then he'll just
out on
walk
the team.
off, and then
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb gets his catches back. That's not a bad call.
I mean,
That's not
he's
as-
already a good player. I just think he's going to take the next leap forward to be one of the top 5 receivers in the league.
Yeah, I don't think that was a Jackson-esque call. I think that was more realistic. I could
I don't know
agree
about
with that.
1,400 yards, but...
I think he has it in him.
He has had the most receiving yards. I think it's his second. That was his second year last year, right? That's what it was. He has the most receiving yards for a Cowboys receiver in their first 2 years.
How about it?
Okay.
Well, since we're talking wide receivers, I'm going with Gabriel Davis of the Buffalo Bills.
Hate that
Whoa.
guy. Hate that guy.
What?
Yes.
Did he
killed-
fuck the
Why?
Patriots in that
He killed
playoffs
the
game?
Patriots.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. He also
Shit.
killed the Chiefs with 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah. That's the thing, dude.
I hope he
mean,
breaks
like,
his leg.
no,
Okay.
his rookie season,
We
he
do not
didn't
wish
get
injury on anybody.
many targets his rookie season, but he still had 7 touchdowns. Last year, he only had 6 touchdowns in the
Most
regular
of which were
season,
against the Patriots.
but then in 2 postseason games, he had 5 touchdowns.
One was
4
against
and 1.
Yeah, so obviously he's catching the eye of one Josh
Wyoming
Allen.
product, the only
Yeah.
thing they've ever produced.
So,
Is Wyoming even a real place?
and they
No.
do play the Patriots twice, and from what I understand now, he does well against them. So,
Very well.
yeah, if you're looking for a fantasy starter,
Gabriel Davis.
there's 2 weeks you want to start old GD.
Is Stephon Diggs hurt?
No,
Is we know because I'm on the Bills website right now on their depth chart. They have him as his first string receiver.
Oh.
Gabriel Davis.
You
oh,
because
so I
1
can't
and
make him a
2.
breakout star because he's already
there's
a number
only-
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
CD Lamb.
Okay, now I see it. Sorry.
You
So
know,
even if
Ta-
Diggs
Ta-
was
Tavon-
hurt-
First string is normally 1 and 2 wideouts.
Tavon Austin is on the Bills.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Fantastic.
He's got
Yeah, and
Breakout season for Tavon.
yeah, if
Finally.
they throw the football to Tavon Austin, then I'll jump through a flaming table
Okay.
like their fans do at their tailgates.
Yeah, they have
dude.
him at number 2. Okay.
Yeah, Tavon Austin should not be throwing a football.
No.
You can run him
He's
on
literally-
reverses and
Get
have him as
kicker.
a punt. and
He's
kick
literally the
returner,
last
yeah.
receiver on
One
the
of the
Bills depth
greatest
chart.
like college football players was Tavon Austin, and this dude was god awful in the football.
Forget the other guy who's really good returner. It's DeAnthony Thomas. In college?
Oh yeah, the dude
Yeah,
from
he was
Oregon.
nice.
Oregon had some sick running backs that year with LaMichael
Yeah.
James. LaMichael James was filthy
yeah,
in
then he
college.
got hurt.
Yeah.
Whose
And
injury
that dude
would have taken out?
Marshawn was it not
Mar-
Marshawn Marcus
Marcus.
Lattimore from South Carolina
Oh,
was
that
filthy
injury was
too.
disgusting. That injury. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Real Adrian Peterson type injury.
Yeah.
What else do you have, Chaz?
Unless we have nothing.
What,
Nick
you,
sucks.
yeah, I was going to say, is anything laying heavy on your heart?
There's a lot of things laying heavy on my heart.
The
except
one
fucking-
heart on the board, Chaz. Pay attention.
The Knicks fucking suck. That's the heart. It's a heart with a smiley face. Chaz is just blind because his ass hurts.
Yeah, it's tingling up.
Okay. But that is it for the NFL today. Chris, do you have any grievances this week?
Yes, I do.
He has a grievance.
I have
Let's
a
go.
grievance. The New York Yankees have the greatest team money can buy, and they have
Guys,
the
talking about
worst
baseball.
manager in the league. So fire Aaron Boone. That's all I have. Good night.
Trae Young still can't play defense.
Brandon.
I'm sick of this Colts O-line hate. Chris will not be present next episode.
If
If
you
only-
find his body, it wasn't Brandon.
If only you could find 5 big guys to stand in between me and you to protect you from this onslaught. But I don't know. It just keeps getting through. I don't know.
Yeah, just like when it happened with poor luck. They just kept getting through.
Yeah. We had
Yeah.
Jack Mewhort.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he would have gone to heaven, but he got stuck on your ceiling and never made it the whole way up.
Oh no.
Yeah, the ceiling had better protection than your own line did.
Yeah.
But as we said last week, we are going to.
Yes, Chaz.
As we said last week,
Zach
we are.
Wilson's still hurt.
So's Mackay Becton.
Okay.
DeJounte Murray's still trying to blow out.
If you had
Fowler's
literally any other quarterback other than
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez, you'd have a Super Bowl right now.
Do you just want to go past the 10 years of the Jets' history?
back. And the 10 years before that.
I wasn't
Then
really
the
paying.
10
I
years
wasn't
before
really
that.
paying attention.
Joe
before
Namath
that,
doesn't deserve
no.
to be in the Hall of Fame.
He doesn't. He was actually a really bad quarterback.
He's important to the league. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, because of a fur coat.
He's very
Yeah,
important to the
dude's
league.
Garbo.
He's
That-
important because of a fur coat.
That fur coat's in the Hall of Fame. What do you mean?
Exactly. The reason he's important is because of a fur coat that's in the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame right now.
Look at his stats, bro. He was mid as fuck.
Granted, he's the best
What?
Alabama quarterback ever.
Yeah, because
What-
Alabama
why-
can't produce quarterbacks for shit.
Why do you guys hate the Jets? Why do you guys hate the Jets?
Because you love
Because
the
you're
Jets.
a fan of the Jets.
And is that the only reason?
I
why
can
you
only
hate
do
the
so
Jets?
much with the Raiders. So
Only so
that's
much.
like a low hanging fruit to come for the Raiders.
Your safety hurt one of my wide receivers. That's it. That's about it.
In prison. There.
Yeah. Well, he was known as the assassin, so that was a thing.
Yeah, your team stole my team's legacy in one
Okay, I don't
bad
want to hear
call.
about no tuck rule.
Oh, well, then, Chaz, what was the one last thing we had on our docket?
One last thing that we have on our...
Oh, that's a bucket.
We don't have the bucket right now, actually.
Well,
God
find a
damn
bucket.
it.
We're trying to find a bucket.
Bro,
It's very
just
hard.
fucking
Metal
Amazon.
bucket. Just
Go
get a
to
bucket.
Amazon.
We're gonna find
Target,
a bucket.
Walmart.
Dude, you could get a Santa
So
bucket.
I own several buckets in
Okay, we have a
different
bucket.
sizes and shapes.
You
Okay.
couldn't find a bucket. You found all of his spoons.
People don't know why we're talking about the fucking bucket.
I think they do if they just tuned in.
No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we have some new listeners.
Nope. My bad.
Okay, then these new listeners can listen to the last episode.
Okay, so pause the episode right now. Go back to the previous episode,
Watch
and then
the
come
full
back.
thing through so you know
Yeah.
everything.
Watch the full
Why we come
2-hour
at him for the
runtime.
Bengals, why we asked him about his ass, and why we're talking about a damn bucket.
And why the Jets still suck.
You can go back you gotta
You
go
can
back.
go back to
You gotta
the
go back
first
to day one, bro.
So, we have the bucket of pain,
Okay,
wherein each week
we
we vote on one punishment to go into the bucket. And then at the end of the season, the worst team in our fantasy league has to pick from the bucket of pain. Is that how it works?
that is correct. And the fantasy draft is next week, by the way.
I did not know that.
It's
I was just gonna
He
let it
said
auto
that. He told
We've
us
t-
that, bro. It's been a thing for like
Yeah, right
3
after
weeks.
week 2. Right.
after week 2 of the preseason. We currently, again, we're still trying to add more players to the league, but that's another topic for off the air shit. But we are going to add one punishment to this metaphysical bucket right now. Chris, what is your punishment that you would like to add to the bucket?
Well, before we had the show, I had you boys accompany me outside as I fed my favorite pet, my little fat boy, Billy, who is a pot-bellied pig. He is fully intact. He still has his...
He fed him a
his,
bacon cheeseburger, bro.
Yeah, I did feed him a bacon cheeseburger because he does not discriminate. He eats everything. He still has his tusks, and he looks like a warthog, and he drools all the time, and so and he's very friendly. So I want my punishment to be the loser has to kiss Billy
On his
right
hot mouth.
on the face, kiss him right on the lips.
He's
Yep.
feeling romantical.
Kiss Billy on the lips. That's my punishment. That's my vote.
Okay.
Kiss a pig.
Kiss a pig. Kiss the
We're gonna
pig.
disinfect the shit out of your mouth after that.
Pigs are actually very clean animals.
Now
but-
think about this. Like, one of us is going to lose this, so you have to think about it like, what if I'm the loser?
Yeah.
So
All I gotta do is play,
Ain't talking
play
no
sec-
hot
all-
sauce, I'll
all-
tell you that.
All I gotta do is play second, is what you're telling me.
We're just playing to beat out.
you
We're
just
just
can't
playing
be
to not get
last.
last. Yeah, I thought you care about winning.
Okay, and what is your punishment?
I'm gonna go with a little tame one. You have to wear a Patriots apparel in public because I know you hate the Patriots. You definitely do. don't know
I
about-
do. I do, in
well,
fact.
yeah,
I very
there-
much
yeah,
hate
wait,
the
so what
Patriots.
What if you lose?
I'll wear Colts then. Actually,
Nah.
no, I'll wear Jets.
Nah, but you can't wear.
I won't wear
Revis.
Revis.
He
No. He has to wear the Trae Young jersey.
He has to
Yeah,
wear
that'd
the
be pretty bad. Fun.
Okay, so the
Wear
punishment
wear
is
a apparel of a team you don't like in public.
so
Okay.
basically
And
Patriots
post
for
out.
everyone. He has to wear the Trae Young jersey.
That's fine.
Or Jets, either one. I don't
Alright.
care. I do hate both.
Oh, for sure. Brandon.
I was tossing up between two.
He's like, I
Well, again,
So-
we got
yeah,
19
yeah,
weeks
yeah,
to go.
I know,
We
I
got
know.
19 weeks.
I think so. If you lose, you have to buy the jersey of the one player that you hate the most in this entire league. And you
or
have to,
passed because I do know a jersey that I would never buy that I would never
That could get
Yeah.
pricey.
yeah, I know, but it's a punishment. So
Hmm.
Eli Manning.
It is a
Eli
pun-
Manning.
I mean,
it doesn't have to be like a
An
fucking
actual
Nike
$100
jersey. It could be
jersey.
like a fucking $50 Fanatics jersey, whatever.
I'd get a Eli.
NFL or NBA, one player that you cannot stand, you have to wear it
And-
for every single episode.
Okay.
until the end
until-
of the postseason. Or not, yeah.
Yeah, until the end of the postseason.
And by then we'll have a camera. So
Yeah.
Okay. Chaz?
You have to stay in the room for 30 minutes where liquid ass has been sprayed.
That sounds awful.
Have you smelled it?
Yes!
No.
Do you want to smell it?
Just
No.
imagine it really rain.
No, I would imagine it. Yeah, it smells like
It's
Heinhold.
literally
I get it.
right behind Brandon right now. In that
Well, that's
that
cool.
little
Just leave it
bottle.
right there.
That little
Yeah,
bottle.
don't go.
that little bottle.
All right, I'll take your
It
word
is-
for it.
30 minutes in a room with liquid ass.
You're gonna smell like ass once you come out of this.
Sure. Okay, so those are the choices: kiss a pig, liquid ass, buy a jersey and wear it every single podcast for the rest of the season,
And then in public where
or wear
a Patriots or
apparel of a team that you don't care for in public. Those are the four choices.
Might have to make you wear a Colts jersey.
Yeah. Quentin Nelson.
I don't hate the Colts.
Well, he's one of their offensive linemen.
Yeah, well, I don't hate them. I feel bad for them. No, I mean,
There's no hate.
yeah.
It's
Gotta
just
get him a Tom Brady.
It's not like they can
jersey
hurt me or anything.
for Tuck rule.
it's got to be one of those old school Reebok jerseys too.
Yeah.
Or it's your
Or
era.
Vinatieri. I do have a Vinatieri jersey.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vinatieri
Once you
jerseys.
open my door, Vinatieri's jersey is right
I
So
there.
wonder
how do we?
I wonder who
Wonder who
bought
got
you.
him.
I
How do
wonder
we
who
vote
bought
on
you
this,
to.
Chaz?
Yeah, how we voting?
How do we vote?
Should we make like a wheel spin and spin the wheel?
Mate, I thought we can vote on them.
Do we want to vote? Okay.
Okay.
Is that
Everybody's
the
gonna vote
preferred
for
way?
their own, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds
Okay.
right.
So, we need to pause the episode to figure things out. We will be right back.
We don't.
Okay, so we decided that we are going to spin a wheel and pick which one we are going to put in the thing. Okay, do you...
I just want to see the
I'm
wheel.
good,
You
man.
can-
Just
you
go ahead,
can
light it
see
up.
it.
Yeah, spin to win.
Okay, well, I haven't actually figured out how to spin this wheel.
It says click to spin.
Okay,
I
we're
would
gonna...
click it.
Just click
Click it like 3 times.
Fucking A! There we go.
Click it again.
Click it again.
It
So it's
No,
been
it stops
click it 3
itself.
times.
It stops itself, right?
Well, I guess it's Brandon's. So
Sounds like we buy
Be-
jerseys.
Okay.
Are we doing it 3 times, or are we just
I
going to
was
leave it on
supposed
that?
to
I was
click
gonna
it 3
say,
times
click,
so
click,
it
click,
spins
click,
fast.
Yeah.
Oh, click.
Yeah, just-
Okay, so let's say that was just a practice run. If we get so
Alright.
we're going to
Click
click.
Click it while it's spinning.
Yeah, there
That was
you
way
go.
more than 3 times, but
No, I don't think that did speed it up. But
No.
kissing the pig.
Sounds like somebody might be kissing a pig.
there you go. Kiss
Somebody's kissing a pig.
the pig. He's
Could be
handsome
kissing
though.
a pig.
Yeah, he's
He's
a
pretty
handsome
handsome.
devil.
He's a good-looking pig.
Got a good look.
He hasn't had action in a minute, so
Oh, I don't know.
gonna have to give
The
him-
two boys get along pretty well back there. Sometimes.
So we are going to be adding
That to the bucket.
Kiss a pig on the mouth.
to the bucket. I'm gonna write it down on the list.
It's a
Oh.
sad pencil.
That's a very depressed pencil right there. Almost as
Okay.
depressing as being a Jets fan.
You have no idea how depressing that is.
No, I kind of do. I'm a Knicks fan.
No, not even.
No, it's bad.
How is being a Knicks
It's
fan
bad.
worse than
We've
a
had a
Jets
season
fan?
where we've won 14 games out of 82.
Yeah, and guess what? We won 2 games the other fucking season.
Yeah, but you got a good draft pick. We get a lottery pick and don't even get a top pick.
Fall out. Yeah.
You don't even fault shit. We fucking waste our fucking top picks.
Yeah,
What do you
we
mean
don't
on
even get a
Sam?
good player.
Did you draft Sam Darnold?
No, but we drafted Kevin Knox.
Kevin Knox.
Traded Kevin Knox too.
He had a
At least he's a role player. At least he was a role player for y'all. Sam Darnold didn't do shit
No,
for the
Kevin
Jets.
Knox was a starter at one point.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Professionally Informed Sportscast. You have been professionally informed.
You're the arbiter. You are the grand poobah, as it were. So you make that call. If it's just outright
Can I put that on a
outrageous,
resume?
pardon
Can
me.
I put that on my resume? Grand Poobah.
Oh yeah.
Are they gonna like say, "Oh shit, he's the Grand Poobah"? But the
Yeah.
No,
professionally
it carries
informed
weight
sports
actually.
guy?
Yeah. If you're the grand
Shit.
poobah, That's like King Ding-a-ling. But you can't put
Ding-a-ling.
that on a resume. You can't put Grand Poobah.